forecast on News 10.
And good afternoon, early evening. Most of us are seeing dry conditions down towards Terre Haute. All is quiet, but we do have one tornado warning that we're watching across parts of our coverage area. This is in effect for Vermilion County. This goes until 5:30 Central Time. Of course, that would be 6:30 Eastern. A storm that is near Middle Fork and Hoopeston. We'll take a little bit closer look at this cell. And this is something called the velocity, which basically is indicative of how the wind's moving within the storm. The cell that's within question that radar is indicating is exhibiting some rotation is just to the south of South Ross and also of Middle Fork and moving something like this. Hence the shape of this county and the storm continuing to track off towards the north and east. On top of the rotation, it's also a cell that is exhibiting large amounts of hail. That is a large hail core signature with this storm, and there has been reports with this storm off towards the west. You see these little blue dots. Those are funnel cloud being reported out towards Rantoul and off towards the west of Middle Fork, and even a reported tornado with a different cell off towards the north and west of there towards the Patton area. But again, outside of this one cell, all is quiet locally, but we're going to continue to watch this storm as it is exhibiting rotation very clearly on our velocity scan. There's some circulation within this cell. To the south of there, while nothing has popped yet, you see this orange color? That is available energy, or as we like to say in meteorology, CAPE. And that is indicating to us that there still is fuel available for these storms to play with. More storms could still fire off over the next few hours. But again, the one tornado warning that we're watching is over Vermilion County. Because of the threat of tornadoes, we do have a watch that goes until 9 p.m. Eastern Time, also 8 p.m. Central Time. That's a tornado watch in effect, again, until 9 p.m. Eastern Time. But right now, the only thing on the radar is that, or the only warning on the radar, I should say, in our local area is that tornado warning over Vermilion County. So if you're in Vermilion County, make sure you get to your safe space. The next few hours, we can still see a strong storm. I think that risk goes until around 9 o'clock this evening, and then we're tapering off just to more sporadic showers, and the severe risk should basically subside. So let's take you through the next few hours. This is 7 o'clock. Note the Futurecast is right now indicating the best chance for these individual stronger cells being to the north of Terre Haute. That potentially can be the case, but can't rule out, you saw that tornado watch, of a stronger storm developing anywhere across the region, especially off towards the south and west. 9 o'clock, there could be a line of storms that flares up Terre Haute on southward, Sullivan, Linton, and then finally, that's associated with a cold front. We'll get some drier, more stable air building on in after midnight. Looks like any threat of severe weather has subsided. We're still talking about some showers tomorrow, but these are just lighter showers, and temperatures are much cooler. We have parts of the area closer to Terre Haute near 80. All of us basically in the low 60s to upper 50s during the day tomorrow. So we're turning much cooler, but also the air mass is turning much more stable. So again, the severe threat is just for the next few hours. As we move forward, that upper level low, which is creating that severe weather threat today, takes its time to get out of the area. So while tomorrow the shower threat's very minimal, we're still dealing with clouds and an off and on chance for a shower. And even into the day on Thursday, look at this, can't rule out a pop-up shower into the afternoon. But it does look like we'll start to warm up a little bit, and there'll be a bit more in the way of sunshine. Same type of deal on Friday. Friday looks like the first day in a while that will be completely dry, and again, a little bit more in the way of sunshine. 58 degrees tonight. Isolated chance of a thunderstorm. Again, those can be strong to severe. We're already tracking one that is tornado warned, which we'll get to just momentarily. 64 degrees tomorrow, so much cooler. Will be a breezy day, just a slight chance of a shower. Before we hop into that 7-day forecast, I want to show you one more time this tornado warned storm. This is over Vermilion County. It's the only one in our coverage area that we're watching. Everywhere else right now is dry. Everywhere else is quiet. That doesn't mean you'll stay that way, but this is the one storm we're watching. That cell that is producing a tornado would be just to the west of, or excuse me, just to the east of Middle Fork. We're talking U.S. Route 136. Blount, Hoopeston, Middle Fork, all in play, and this is for Vermilion County. So in extreme eastern Illinois, about to move into western Indiana. We'll show you that 7-day forecast now. Looks like a much-needed quiet stretch is on tap. We could be talking about some showers by the end of the weekend, of course relevant because the Indiana 500 comes to town on Sunday. Right now, looks like the best chance of rain is southern parts of the state. We're going to watch it very closely. Fortunately, that does not look like a severe weather maker. But again, we're going to keep tabs on that. Otherwise, on the cooler side moving forward, upper 50s to low 60s to right around 70 degrees. We have that tornado warning that is in effect for Vermilion County. And last but not least, we're going to give you that answer to that weather quiz question. Which of these is not a primary ingredient for thunderstorm formation? Well, we have 2 out of 3 of these in place today. If you picked high pressure, you are correct. High pressure is the right answer, and we have a few more seconds, so I want to show you real quickly that tornado warning, which is in effect for Vermilion counties. It's the only one we're watching right now on the map. Extreme eastern Illinois getting ready to move into Indiana. So don't be surprised if this warning gets extended, because still exhibiting a clear rotation, radar indicated rotation for Blount, Hoopeston, Middle Fork. You're all in play. We'll be back with more news coming up in just a few minutes.